Hello and welcome to Sea of Thieves. Since you have clicked on this video, I'm going to assume that you are looking for some tips and tricks or some sort of help. Alright, so kind of more of the mindset that you want to have while playing the game Sea of Thieves, especially if you're a new player, is that sinking is going to happen. And it is a part of the learning process. You notice that the more you sink, you'll eventually start sinking less, especially if you try thinking about why you sank, what you could have done differently. Another rule I like to think of while playing this game is that loot is not actually yours until it's received as gold whenever you turn it in and sell it. That way whenever other people steal my loot, I know that it's actually not my loot yet. It helps me not care about it as much, or even if I spend hours getting loot, I know that at any point in time somebody could come up and take it away or steal it. There are many different types of players within this game. You're going to find friendly people, you're going to find people who shoot you on sight, and then you're going to find people who lie, you say they're friendly, and then want to just steal your loot whenever you're done. And that's just part of the game. They are pirates, after all, and you could do this yourself. But one thing I do want to clear up is to be wary of certain players, and you'll also find toxic players, but the best to ignore. Now I do want to clarify that sometimes the game will seem boring, and whenever it seems like that to me, I just like to go for a sail with no set objective in mind, just to explore the beauty of Sea of Thieves, because I mean this game is really beautiful at times, but not only just to explore its beauty, to see what will happen. Things like krakens, skeleton ships, other players are emergent encounters and will be different anytime you play this game. Safer Seas is meant for you newer players. It says right here that Safer Seas offers reduced rewards and limited features. This indeed does mean that you cannot reach Pirate Legend while in Safer Seas. Now, why would you possibly want to do it? Well, it was not available whenever I first started playing the game. However, I will say it would have been very nice for me to be able to play Safer Seas. I would have loved a no other player experience, because what Saber Seas does is it keeps all the PvE stuff, and the only thing it removes is Hourglass and aggressive players. You can still play on a galleon or any other ship type and invite your friends and do a co-op adventure, but it is for you to learn the ropes, maybe explore something that you don't want to do while get attacked, but you earn significantly reduced rewards. It is a huge grind to get anywhere in it. I severely only recommend it on learning new things, trying things out, or getting cinematics for YouTube videos, stuff like that. And additionally, do not do a bigger ship than you need to. Do not be like me when I first started. And secondly, whenever choosing a crew type, open crew is anybody can join you at any point in time. Closed crew is just you or people that you yourself invite, unless you have friends who can join me turned on in your settings. Open crew can be filled up with griefers, but it can also be filled with a lot of genuine people who are just trying to, reach Pirate Legend. A lot of new players who don't know what they're doing either. Sometimes I like to jump in there and help them out, give them a hand, but usually whenever I play, I solo. I don't have any friends. I solo, and I just do a sloop. Alright, so jumping right into the very first tip part of the video. Tip number 1. Whenever you spawn in the tavern, and just start looking for these supplies. You can find a lot of supplies laying around in barrels around the outpost. One of the worst things you want is running out of planks in the middle of repairing your ship and sinking. Just get supplies. Usually behind the outpost there's a bunch of barrels. You can also find a lot of supplies along the docks right over here. Right up here by the shipwright. Very helpful. Another tip, the rarer the food that you find, the more it heals. A banana does not heal as much as a coconut. Bananas are honestly kind of useless to carry, in my opinion. I prefer just carrying coconuts or any other rarer food. But if you have like a pineapple, it has 2 bites and 100% heals you each bite. Save it for PvP or encounters where you really need to keep yourself alive. Another tip, fire. A lot of new players I've seen, they will take and throw fire on their own ship thinking they're doing damage to the enemy. The only thing they're doing is making more stuff for themselves to do. If you watch them fire at yourself or another enemy, it doesn't do any damage but the burn. And that's not a lot. It goes away very quickly. So I recommend, instead, blender bombs. Eat a bite real quick. Think of blender bomb, a lot more damage. But just make sure you don't hit yourself with it, or else then you'll be in a worse situation than you were. So back to the fire on our ship here. Another cool trick. If you were on fire, stand in the fire and pour the bucket over yourself. It puts out the fire and you. And when putting water on fire, it does not leave water in your ship. So one thing that I like to do whenever I'm in a fight with somebody, grab some water down here from the ship that's in the holes, put it on the fire, and that way it's already bailing and putting out fire at the same time. Another trick regarding fire, stick it on the canopy up there, and you can actually put fire out from below without having to go all the way up. On keyboard you can just put as keybinds and then remember the keys, but on controller, in the middle of a fight, getting your boards out to repair something, you immediately want to know how to get to them, or your food, or anything. One thing I like to recommend doing is going into your settings, under controller, I play on Xbox, and take your food, that way in the middle of a fight, your food, and I bind my food to clicking in on the look stick, right stick for me. And that way I just click in on it, and it'll cycle through any food that I have, and I can bring it up without bringing up the wheel. It helps in the fight tremendously. So you watch. Coconuts, banana, coconut, banana, not bringing up the wheel. And even with nothing in my inventory, I'd be holding the sword, press the button, banana, coconut. Change it just like that. So remembering those is very, very good. Another thing for controller players is not specifically mentioned anywhere in the actual game, but if you want to use your microphone, or if you don't want to use your microphone, one thing you can do is go in here and text chat. Bind that to a button that you do not use. It's really helpful if you have paddles. Sadly, I do not have a paddle controller, but that way you can pull up your text chat and type stuff up in the actual chat. Then you pull up the text chat box and type stuff in the actual chat using your controller, and other people can actually see it. As a sloop, if you head straight into the wind with your sails pointed straight, this is the fastest ship going straight into the wind. And for any ship going into the wind at all, even a galleon, it does not make sense, but put your sails straight and it'll go fast. But the ship that moves fastest going straight in the wind is the sloop. So if you have a bigger ship chasing you, stick your sails straight ahead and turn the ship into the wind consistently, even whenever the wind moves. So don't have your sails turned like this on any ship when you're going straight in the wind. You will move slower. I even noticed a significant decrease in speed just like that. And actually keep this angled in the wind when you do have wind. You move faster. Very important part of this game, be vigilant at all times. Always be scanning the horizon where other players might be. It never hurts to take a look at the top of your telescope and try to scan the horizon for other ships. Who knows, while you're doing it, you might find something on a nearby beach, such as the rowboat sitting right there. But just seeing other ships and learning the shape of other ships. That way you know to avoid them or head to them if you're looking for PvP. And even when you're on an island, while fighting a group of skeletons or anything, take and scan the horizon for nearby ships. If there might be oncoming ships that you don't know about, coming to ruin your day, sink you. One thing I've had happen to me whenever I was new to the game, minding my business, solving a gold hoarder riddle. The next thing I know, I come back after I get my chest, and my ship is gone. I can sell it. And last but not least, I want to part with an important message. Celebrate your small victories. Whether you're finding a hidden chest or successfully fending off people attacking your ship, celebrate every achievement that you have. The tiniest victories contribute to your pirate legend. And also, in this game, treasure is not everything. It's essential for getting more cosmetics and progressing through the game. Don't worry about loot. I have $7 million. It comes by fairly easily. Even if you're struggling, you won't be soon. Just keep playing and having fun with the game. The real treasure lies within the stories that you create. You need to spend time with your crew, or with yourself, with your pet, and have these battles, unexpected twists. All the memories that you make are the true. Where are you going? Don't wander off. All of these memories that you make in this game is the real loot. Is the most memorable game and impactful I have ever played. So that's it for me for now. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, found it informational, or if you'd like to see more content. I will be doing other games and with some more Sea of Thieves content. And also, thank you if you've been here all the way to the end. And if you'd like to see some Fortnite content, let me know. I'm thinking about staying away from it more, but if you guys think that I should do it, I may or may not put on some Fortnite content, depends on how many people like it.